Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Nexus Gaming Series. My name is Bahamut. On the left-hand side, we have Yellow Owls, and on the right is Mallow Oats. This is a Division A matchup, and we are here going into Dragonshire. If you're sitting at home and you did that, awesome! If you watch that awesome intro and you're like, wait a minute, how do we get to the draft? What? Where? Huh? I got you covered. Don't worry. The members of, the members of Yellow Oats are going to win first pick, win the coin flip, opting for first pick priority. They ban out Octorok Pass and Curse Hollow. Mallow Oats are then given map pick priority. They ban out Battlefield of Eternity and Infernal Shrines, and chose to take us to Dragonshire for map number 1. We get back into the draft, and we have to see what is unfolding so far for our bans, as we are going to this Dragonshire map, and Rexar, a very strong solo laner. Just a lot of control from the Misha, really difficult to deal with if played well, so gonna get rid of that immediately on the side of Yellow Owls. There you go. Oh, Ashmantle, hi, bud. Yes, Spooky Worm. Yeah, very, very good one. Stukov to be removed as well, and a Vala and Nazebo to be banned out by the side of Mallow Oats. No questing on that one. Ooh, Samori King, thank you for the follow. Glad you're enjoying the content, my friend. Thank you for following. First pick, though, for the side of Yellow Owls. As I mentioned, they won the coin flip, and they opted for first pick priority, and a Nubarak is going to be said prioritized Big Beetle Bug Boy. Feel like now that his eyes we need to name it, I'll think of a good name for it. Yellow Oats versus Mallow Owls. Yeah, I am going to mess that up a ton of times, Oz. I'm going to mess that up so much. Andu and Tychus for the side of Mallow Oats. Okay, alright. So they're going to start things off with a healer that can save anyone from big burst and dive blow-up potential, like an Anubarak. Tychus sustained damage is always good. MSF Derelict, thank you for the follow. Glad you're enjoying what you're seeing. Next two picks, though, from the members of Yellow Owls. What are they going to be prioritizing right now? Is it Mallow or Mellow? I have not had anyone correct me all day, so I'm going to go with Mallow until someone else corrects me. I actually don't know if there's different spellings of it. It wouldn't be surprising for the English language. Let's be honest. Sylvanas and Diva for the members of Yellow Owls. I like this so far. Diva for the solo lane. Tyrande will be banned out, so they don't want to deal with any sort of scouting of Tyrande, the harsh moonlight value, but also Lunar Flare, and is a really good just follow-up tool to a Nubarak. And you also have the, not Celestial Charge, that's a different one. Not Falling Sword. Jesus, I can't think of the right names. Starfall from the Tyrande, which is really good around these objective points, and a Joanna to be banned away. Don't want to deal with her blinds, Bless Shield, and overall tankiness in a game like this. I think I'm going to call it Mike. I think that's too surface. I thought about the exact same thing. Actually, I don't know. I don't know either. Helen. Oh shit, we got ourselves a Chen for solo lane and a Junkrat as well. Okay, I like the Chen. I'm all for the Chen. I love a good Chen. Next two picks, though, from the members of Yellow Owls. What are they going to be looking at? Need a healer. Need a little more damage. They need something to follow up into the Anubarak. Maybe like Chromie? Brightwing will be grabbed. Li Ming is not bad whatsoever either. Okay, I like that. I was thinking some sort of burst, some sort of mage would have been nice for them. And then a Varian will be coming out on the opposing side. Lockdown potential with the Varian is going to be strong. Swap round is going to be coming through for both teams. And I am going to take a second here and get a prediction going. Which team wins? We have got Yellow Owls, and then we've got Mallow Oats. So we will get that prediction going off in just a second. I'm going to try and time that out ever so perfectly for you all at home so you can get your best bets in. But the game is afoot. Let's go ahead and start that prediction off, and I will let you all see what it looks like as we load on into game number 1. You got the teams on the left and the right, as well as their names, who's on the characters, all that good stuff. Get your Twitch predictions in. From the time you hear this, there's going to be a minute and 15 or so seconds left. Get them in. Get your Twitch predictions in. Play those odds. I need those big predictions. You got to spend that Bandit Buck economy to thrive that Bandit Buck economy. Oh, no, I was trying to figure out the pronunciation of, is it Mellow or Mallow for the members of our red team? But let's find out what happens in the game at least, because we're here into Dragonshire, map number 1. We have our yellow owls in the blue, as we do have a pause immediately coming through, unfortunately. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so I will have to do some unpausing stuff. Get your Twitch predictions ready. Hopefully, this isn't a full DC. We're 26 minutes into the stream, so we'll use that as our marker. Okay. There you go. You at least got your Twitch predictions in, or at least you could start it right there. Man, dear Lord, that's a lot of love for Mallow Oats. Yeah, those are some big bets. Like, I was like, oh, wow, okay, all right. So for anyone that probably saw, the Brightwing did DC at the start, so unfortunately we're gonna have to hang out. But we're gonna hang out here. No big deal. I never have tech issues. Oh, okay, good. Heavy sweating ensues. Oh, that was funny. That was good. That got me good. Yeah, those are some big bets. Those are some good bets. Either way, good luck to all of those who bet, and we will see what happens. If the game, like, if some crazy-ass shit happens and we can't actually cast the game, I will give you back your money. I'm not going to be like, well, this team forfeits, so you get the payout. No, we'll just give the people back their money, and we'll find a different game or something. So we're just waiting for the Brightwing to reconnect, and then we'll get it. I just picked the opposite side for fun. Hell yeah. Well, good luck. I like big bets, I cannot lie. You other streamers can't deny. When chat walks in with that thick bandit buck waist, get displaced. I don't know. I'm out of ideas. When I use my rock, I never have tech issues. Yeah, it's you know my favorite way to solve computer issues is you just hit it with a hammer. I'm just asking for a small update to see what what's going on. Oh, we've had 2 minutes past in the timer. Gee, I want to get into the game. I want to find out what's happening. Beautiful song. Thank you. I will be here forever. Because our job is to cast. I will always be here. I will never stop stream. This is it. This is the beginning of forever. This is the stream that never ends. Uncapped subathon. I couldn't imagine doing an uncapped subathon. It would probably end at some point, but dear Lord, would it go on forever? Oh my God. Like sleeping on stream and everything I couldn't do it. It was so catchy. I'm glad. I have not heard back from the teams on anything, so that's always exciting. Well then. This is awkward. My favorite thing as a caster is sitting with a delay. And just DC from Discord and reconnection but not speaking. Okay, they have the player in voice. Okay, that's always good. That's a good sign right there. And they're rejoining into the Heroes of the Storm video game. Okay, all right, that's good. Sorry, I'm just looking at the winds because I can see it. Okay, the winds will die off around 8 p.m. That's good. Good. That's what we like to see. I saw someone doing a 3-day stream and they left it running while sleeping. Yeah, there's a lot of people doing that. There's been people who have been streaming for they stream for weeks on end. All right. Alrighty, let's get in the game. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into Yellow Owls versus Mallow Oats. We are here in Dragonshire, map number 1. Let's get through that introduction once again. Brightwing will be played by Amador. We have Mahaya, I believe is how you say that, on the Sylvanas. Corsair will be on the Anubrak. Captain Magyar. Oh, nope. Okay, apparently I'm completely wrong, and that's not the case. I pushed all the wrong buttons, chat. All right, well, we're back. Hey! I can't imagine sleeping and knowing people will watch me. Yeah, I'm not a fan of it. I sleepwalk and stuff, so I have no intention of doing a stream where I sleep on stream and then I literally just start doing dances in my sleep and stuff like that. Either way, in high school I had a PC that would regularly start making issues. Their house, their doors close my house. Pretty quiet, usually fixed it. Yeah, that works out. That works out. There's my old not my old Corsair, my old Next case, one of the fans would like weirdly it would rub against something whenever I would start the PC, so I would like go in and just like push the fan once and it'd stop. But yeah, I know all about that. Okay, I'm sorry, chat. Sorry for the delay. Sorry, everyone. We've had 8 minutes elapse. Sleepwalking stream, let's go! No. I mean, I probably wouldn't, but who knows? Who knows? Or, you know, you get up in the middle of the night, you start bouncing around, start just getting naked in front. You know, it's the standards. Brightwing has lost their connection. I don't know what that means. Does that mean the player literally can't get back into the map? I mean, we just started, but still. It's just a bummer. Alright. Guess they're back in. Alright. Okay. Oh, wait. Nice to see you at home. Thank you. Just gotta make sure the teams are ready before I actually push all the buttons, because I just realized they didn't get it ready from the red team. Don't tease us like that. I am doing my best. I need a ready from the blue team.
A hero has rejoined the battle.
On the right-hand side, we have the members of Mallow Oats. Finally, we have gotten them back in. We've got the Brightwing back in. Dirk will be on the Variance. Terminator will be on the Chen. Piemaker on the Tychus. Solskido will be on the Anduin, and we've got Crafty Devil on the Junkrat. All right, we have finally gotten into Dragonshire. I'm very sorry about the delays, everyone. Big burst into Varian, but he's able to back off for now. Anubrak is going to be summoning up a few of those beetles, but keep in mind, he is going to be a tanky boy with this Regeneration Master. I'm expecting there to be some good back and forths between, some good rotations between mid and bottom from Corsair on this Anubarak, and peeking up into top lane, there's gonna be a dash and a dive onto this D.Va, but she's able to boost away. Terminator not able to set that up, not able to bait the D.Va far enough down to the lane. Goddess of Heals, thanks for coming by. Hope you're all having a good day. This is a sick match, Internet versus Brightwing. Oh yeah. That is very true. D.Va will lose their mech. All right, and Chen just gets a little fire breath onto her, as I don't know if that big shot actually connected. Meanwhile, invade onto the camp on the right-hand side. No, Corsair is just looking to see if they're over there, and the enemy team was not. I wanted to set up that player vision really quickly. It's going to be the Bruiser camp will be grabbed in the top right of the map from Solskido, and the Pie Maker Dirk soaking out in the mid lane, while Chen kicks his way onto Captain Magyar. Ooh, Nubrak not able to get the burrowed combo onto Crafty Devil, and they'll be able to utilize the Concussion Mine and just dip over the wall really quickly. D.Va has her mech back, and you can hear that hear that throughout the map, and that's a lot of damage onto Sylvanas. And the damage from the auto attack of Crafty Devil will be finding First Blood in favor of Mallow Oats, and Crafty Devil will be able to clear out these Siege Giants in bottom lane while the rotation to mid lane happens. Dirk setting up for a potential grab onto this Dragonite. Solskido going to anchor in the bush for them, eating that combo. A little bit of splash damage onto Varian, but son and father, with the help of some half-naked dude, I guess this would be Tychus, would be their uncle, are able to get the Dragonite. Can that be lore in Heroes of Storm? Father and son, and uncle that constantly wears a little too less clothing than... I mean, it's probably fine. Just Tychus always shooting up, drinking all your beer, eating all your Funyuns. A lot of really good pressure coming in from the side of Mallow Oats into this bottom lane, while the Dragonite is in in bottom lane, and then Dragonite in mid lane is going to be getting some decent siege onto the fort front gate. 5 to 6 in our levels, 1 kill in favor for the members of Mallow Oats. They did get a Diva mech once, but that doesn't show up on our kill feed. I think you'd have to get like 2 Diva mechs, and then I think it would count as 1 kill. Let's see. Yes, it does, actually. So those half kills do add up into the top bar as well. Varian goes in for the taunt. Tychus with the shred. Corsair taking quite a bit of damage. Chastise will connect, and oh my god, the Pie Maker's almost able to chew through Corsair on this Anubarak. Junkrat, Crafty Devil continuing to stick in bottom lane and just hang out. Furry cousin Chen, yeah. The alcoholic panda uncle. Yeah, there you go. Siege camp on the right side will be grabbed. Little zoning from those chattering teeth. Didn't go, excuse me, didn't pick a level 7 yet on the Junkrat. Waiting to see, is he going to go chattering teeth? Or not chattering teeth, is he going to go big as? Oh wow, Dirk just immediately jumps onto Corsair, but this is actually something that's not going to work out. Oh my god. The leap of faith. The leap of faith just in time to save Father as he overextended a little bit, thinking that he'd be able to get that kill. But no, the friendly team was around, and the tables had turned, or the turns have tabled. Definitely into Varian there for a second. It is going to be that big ass for the Junkrat. He was just unsure of what he was going to take at level 7. Anubarak actually going to be going for quite an aggressive build. You've got the Underking, increase the burrow charge range by 20% and damage by 100%. And you've also got the Subterranean Shield. Burrow charge also grants 454 scaling points, actually 472 points of shield for 5 seconds. Now I'm curious, because I actually don't know off the top of my head, what is the value of the burrow charge? Burrow charge damage is 125 damage scaling, so if it's up by 100, that means that it's 250 damage. And obviously, as I keep saying, it scales, so it's going to be dealing a little bit more as the game progresses. We'll see how this burrow build works out for the Anubarak as 10 talent tiers are coming around, but the fight breaks out in the bottom lane as we cycle through the other numbers, get an idea of what those look like. Though, as I look at this, Diva Mech does go down in top lane. Chen putting pressure onto the pilot form. Li Ming in bottom lane actually going to be going down. I thought Chen was going to kick out and chase in, but actually Diva, this is really risky. He kicks onto a minion to get closer to Diva. She has a big shot. This should be enough sustained damage. I'm surprised that Diva walked out like that as Brightwing does go down in bottom lane. This is looking really good for Mallow Oats as they have picked up quite a few kills, and they have nearly 3,000 experience just from heroic kills. And you can even see that experience deficit from those heroic kills definitely showing its ugly face as Dirk gets the channel right before the Sylvanas gets one auto off. We are looking at a second Dragonite 5 minutes into the game. The members of Mallow Oats are running through our map number 1, Dragonshire, but it still is early and we don't have 10s on the opposing side. That could be the big turnaround factor for our blue team. Yellow Owls looking to defend against this Dragonite phase through the bottom lane. Dragonite, second one of the game as I mentioned, is going to be slapping its way into the fort. Really quickly to look, it's going to deal 225 damage standard, which is going to be 450 damage into structures. Junkrat Riptire is utilized to clear the wave, as it was mostly just a zoning tool, I feel. 10 talent tier achieved on the opposing side for Yellow Owls, and this is Pie Maker with the Commandeer Odin poking onto the keep front gate. Li Ming Disintegrate, Diva holding. I expect micro missiles, but we could see a bunny hop. There is a world where that does exist. It is a talent, it is a choice, but I feel like micro missiles are just such a good poke and slow and sustained tool for said Diva. Save in mid lane is going to just throw out a combo, drops the Dragonite down, but one more Flame Belch is available for Dirk on said Dragonite, and Junkrat utilizes a few of his frag grenades to poke into the mid lane, maybe get a little damage onto those minions or structures. Crafty Devil, same Junkrat, still going to be splitting off and going for this camp. Now, he is going to start seeing a few enemy members jump onto him. Wow, the read from the Anubarak burrow charge. Now, I know it was in a straight line and everything, but just the timing on his concussion mine, so very well done there as Junkrat continues to poke onto the enemy side. Riptire was the heroic choice as we saw earlier for him, and it was on a few second cooldown still, wasn't able to poke onto the enemy team with said Riptire. But this Siege Champ will be cleared out fairly quickly, and this will be back into the bottom lane. We also should be having our announcement for the Dragonite phase soon, as Chen is getting dove on in top lane. He is Storm, Earth, and Fire, the Panda Pals, and he's not going to be proccing those anytime soon, as Corsair on this Anubrak is going to get dove in mid, but a great impale coming out from him to be able to slow down Tychus's advances into their face. 13 talent tier advantage, though. Still that level and some change lead in favor for the members of Mallow Oats. And with our next objective phase not too far off, this could be a third Dragonite quickly picked up. But what could be also happening is going to be the Varian is a little bit late in the top lane. Chastise will come out. D.Va will lose her mech, but that's as much. And Tychus's grenade will miss onto the pilot form. Did he go for Melting Point? Yes, he did. So he's got that damage over time. Also a Master Assassin. Chen kicks over the wall. He's going to take some stagger damage, trying to put pressure. Pops the Storm, Earth, and Fire, and immediately kicks onto D.Va once again and finds the kill. Oh, this D.Va's having a rough game in top, but can Chen get away? He's got one more Panda Pal. If all three die, he dies, and he was actually getting back into his main form he was just about to get into his main form, but he died right before that was actually available. And so this is going to be a trade. Chen was so close to getting back into his full form, his full drunken state, and jump, with a flying kick over the wall. And Nubrak checks the bush. Did see the enemy team. Li Ming combos in. Doesn't make the connection. Solskado still hanging out in said bush with Father. Varian goes in for the taunt. There's the chastise. There's the damage from the Tychus, but there's a blink from Li Ming, and she is saved. Cocoon onto Piemaker will be cleared out. Chen respawned, running back into top lane to continue to soak up. As I mentioned, Dragonite phase is here, ready to go. Could be the third one for the side of Mallow Oats, or we could see Yellow Owls grab their own first Dragonite of the game. 1 to 6 in kills, 13 to 14 in levels, and it's a good back and forth thus far, but control for Mallow Oats very much in the lead. Big investment into this mid lane from Yellow Owls. Micro Missiles out from the D.Va. Burrow Charge from the Nubrak will miss. Taunt from the Varian comes in. Concussion Mine will not be able to throw a Nubrak over the wall. And that 16 talent here, it's looming in favor for the side of Mallow Oats. They got to make something happen here with the small window of even talent tiers. Terminator going to be he's going to be dealing with this D.Va, but there's a phase shift in from Brightwing. Corsair comes up as well. Anubrak and friends are able to delay things out, even in this mid lane with those beetles. From said Anubrak, Wailing Arrow from Sylvanas comes out. Huge concussion mine is split back the enemy side. D.Va mech explosion zones out. Mallow Oats, and that 16 still trickling in. A little more than a half a level to go. Tychus' grenade goes out. There's going to be a big fight that actually will continue to break out in this mid lane. Piemaker so very low. D.Va, she doesn't have enough damage. D.Va mech goes over the wall. They're going to try and boost away, but they can't. That will be the taunt from Varian, and another kill into D.Va. A kill into Brightwing from the Storm, Earth, and Fire Chen, and this is looking definitely like another Dragonite over the side of Mallow Oats. Li Ming looking to throw in a combo, but the Sun steps in front of it, sacrificing his own HP for his father. Dear Lord. Dear Lord, is that good, chat? Well played so far. Well played from Mallow Oats. Good control, good macro. Seems like Yellow Owls are having a little bit of a rough time in this game. Number one, Save is going to throw out a bit of a combo. The kick will be onto Li Ming, getting rid of that Disintegrate value. Dragonite getting chunked quite heavily. Micro Missiles coming through. This is going to be a kill onto the Sylvanas. She had still half her HP, but gets chunked. And now we have the Dragonite kicking its way into this keep through bottom. A lot of damage onto Amador, who isn't going to be going down. Amador, sure enough. Kick in from Chen, flying kick. Terminator looking to make some plays here. Dragonite does go down. D.Va mech to fall. Li Ming disintegrate. Light bomb from Anduin. D.Va pilot is going to fall. Keep is sitting at below, is about 40% HP. And Dirk and friends are considering, do we stay here? The Varian is eating a few of these arcane orbs from Li Ming. The wave is being pushed up, and that catapult still getting damage out. Concussion Mine's there, taunt onto the Brightwing. Anubrak Burrow charges in, trying to make a counterplay. There's going to be a cocoon onto Tychus. The siege in through bottom lane is never ending, and just how do you deal with this? Wailing Arrow's thrown out, a combo from Li Ming. Save is trying to blink into this Varian to get some of that calamity value, but still, Sylvanas goes down. It is kill after kill after kill, and here's the crazy thing, chat. Master Assassin is almost done. We have had a kill roughly every minute for the members of Mallow Oats. They won't go to end game, but 12 minutes in, they are looking like a team to rush through this map number one. Seriously, the Sun is doing a phenomenal job. So Dirk and friends grab the Siege Camp. 16 talent here, still on its way for the members of Yellow Owls. And now we just wait. On the right side grab. D.Va putting pressure. Terminator actually putting more pressure onto D.Va. I was actually thinking it was going to be the other way around, but the phase shift comes in from right wing. Fortunately, since it's so telegraphed, Chen knew that he needed to get out of this lane. I think there was just kind of, I wouldn't say an all-in, but there was a big investment to try and get that kill in the top lane. And it didn't work out. 16s, though, are here for the members of Yellow Owls. And does this change anything for them? Does it give them any sort of massive advantage? Well, let's take stock of what we've got so far. We do have the Will of Forsaken, Self-Cleanse for Sylvanas. That'll be good. Anubrak just finished out Regeneration Master. Not the easiest thing, and did it in 13 minutes. That is 30 Regeneration Globes very, very quickly. Mid lane does have Anubrak kind of hanging out. Top lane has a lot of the friendly members of Yellow Owls. And I wanted to look, Varian's level 1 Lion's Maw still needs quite a few more stacks. 9 more on that one. We already mentioned the Master Assassin. Level 16, Epicenter. Increase burrow charge impact area by 60%. Lower the cooldown by 1 second for each hero hit. Really quickly, let's look at this as a family. Burrow charge is a 14-second cooldown, so the max you can get is, at least into this one, well, the max you could actually get is a little bit more because you have the Chen with the Stormbreath and Fire, which would count as 3 cooldown reductions. Varian goes in for the taunt, but the mech explosion will be utilized and everyone disengages. Chen clearing things out in top lane, not wanting to deal with too much loss of structures before he regains... Actually, no, sorry, top was still already grabbed. The Moon Shrine in bottom lane is the one that they need to go for. Hey, Ouija, what's up, bud? No Chastise connecting onto Anubrak. He's going to burrow charge in. Chattering Teeth will chase in as well. Catapult through bottom lane has arrived, pushing up against the minion wave. 20 talent here for the members of Mallow Oats is a little bit more than half a level away, but still very, very close. They have that trickle in experience as well as, dear lord, save and save. D.Va and Li Ming were getting nice sieging right there. A little surprising. All right. Dragon Knight's available mid. Varian has the channel. What actually happens through mid lane is the question. Setting up in the bush. Let's jump onto the opposing side vision. All right, Li Ming does show. It's actually a good priority to clear out the wave. They want that 20 talent tier advantage before they go for all of this. And also D.Va does get the channel in the top lane. So unfortunate. Oops, sorry about that, everyone. Didn't mean to do that. The vision seemed weird for a second. It's not. So Chen has top lane. D.Va Sylvanas rotating out of top. And there's the 20 talent tier for our Mallow Oats. Crafty Devil poking out into the wave. Little bush party. And in the rotation is going to be meeting into the Li Ming. Wailing Arrow, everything pushed. Stagger damage is there. Can he get the Stormworth and Fire? No, it's put on a 10-second cooldown. Li Ming gets the kill into Chen. Top lane, Sunshine, held it by Yellow Owls. Riptire out from the Junkrat. Does he have extra oomph? Yes, he does. He's looking for 3 heroes, but no, he just goes with Li Ming. There's going to be a lot of damage onto the Anduin. He does go down. Tychus is going to get hit with the Cocoon. There's going to be a steel trap around that to try and help him get out. Taunt from the Variant onto the Anubrak. Anubrak is trying to just CC the Pie Maker. Can they do it? Yes, they can. It's a triple kill over to the side of Yellow Owls. Phase shift in for the Brightwing. Amador able to do that. Li Ming sneaks to bottom lane and grabs the control point, the Moon Shrine, and this is going to be D.Va jumping into Dragonite. This is a turn of events, ladies and gentlemen. This was a game that was just fight after fight, engagement after engagement, rotations in favor of Mallow Oats, but we get into this singular fight in mid lane, and it all falls apart. 20 talents here given to the opposing side, essentially, as well as the Dragonite. Now, what are they able to gain with said Dragonite about 16 minutes into the game, because I believe that's where it scaled from. 405 standard, 810 into structures, and this is massive siege through bottom lane. 2 siege giant camps, one being very low, or at least one of the siege giants being low. Actually goes down to the... Oh, no, the extra 1 timer's a little bit too long. The level 1, the extra 1 timers would have actually, if that wasn't there, the splash, they still get it, but little things. Protection status for Varian as he does get kicked away. He's going to be taking a bit of a flight across the map. Dragonite still sieging and wailing its way into this keep through bottom. Parity has been potentially found on this map, yes. Keeps are all, structures are equal right now. 4-4 in structures, keeps are down in bottom lane. A win condition set for either side after one good team fight. Dragonite still has 27 seconds. They're going to look to open things up a little bit further through mid lane. Yellow Owls are looking fairly comfortable once they have hit that 16-20 area. Got some decent 20s. Rewind for Nubrak, Tower Rush's elements. We actually are going to be seeing Deafening Blast. Enemies at the center of Wailing Arrow's explosion take 50% more damage and are silenced twice as long. The damage is 500, so half of that would be 750 damage right now, because obviously the scales per level. And then the silencing time would be 5 seconds of silence. Woo-wee. Oh, wait, no, that'd be silence for twice as long. Yeah, so 5 seconds of silence. Alrighty. A lot of things have changed quickly for Yellow Owls in the last couple minutes of this Dragonshire map number 1 best of 3 series. Can they continue to do this, or was it just a brief light in this very dim, dark cave? I don't know if that analogy works. I'm gonna assume it does. Dirk and friends are just setting up in the bush. Let's actually jump into the blue vision really quickly and see what they're seeing and see how they're positioning around the map. Nubrak anchoring for the friendly team. Gonna jump into the bush over here while a few members grab the siege camp on the left-hand side. On the opposing side of things, they know that there's a siege giant camp coming through. So they're postured up. Is this one almost off a cooldown? No. So this is just kind of just hanging around, waiting to see if the enemy team is going to try and gank into the Chen through bottom lane. Dirk going to check the bushes and not going to be able to do so. 5 seconds of silence is an eternity. 5 seconds of anything in Heroes of Storm is an eternity. I absolutely agree. All right. It's just like you sit and wait at this point. Like this is that point where you just wait. Oh, the bush party. Oh, shh. Bush party.
Another chance to
Talk too loud, chat.
worthy. Do not squander it.
All right, we're jumping between the visions really quickly to see what they're seeing.
Yeah.
I think they did see the Anubrak, yeah. So he's gonna show right there. He burrow charges into the bush, but not gonna be scouted out. We've looked at some of these talents for quite some time. Let's look at some APM. I feel like we might have a team fight here in a second. They're rotating to the camp. Actually, is Chen is still in top lane. I think they have to give over these siege giants. Concussion mine from Junkrat's there. Varian was considering to jump onto the point, but he's not able to get there in time.
Is yours.
Top lane. Oh my god. Left on a literal sliver. 48 HP. Could have had 21 more HP, but still, whatever. I'll take it. Alright. No fight to be had, so we'll just go ahead and show those talents once again. Varian's still working on his lines, Moth from level 1. Still needs 2 more stacks on that. Once you do hit those 25 stacks, you have the slows increased to 50% and its duration increased to 2 seconds. A little bit of poke out from Junkrat, just checking those bushes, but the enemy team, do they actually see this right now? No, I don't think they actually saw this rotation over here, so quick sneak into the bottom lane, and we swap to the opposing side vision. They know. Absolutely no. They know that Anubrak is invisible as well if they're looking onto that point. Playmaker is going to just get poked at by those micro missiles of D.Va. And a game that was just rotations, fight, brawling, all that has turned into a game of very, very tense hide and seek. Leaving, checking the bushes. D.Va micro missiles out as well. I think they might see the traps from. Oh, there it is. There's the Riptire coming out from the Junkrat. He's going to find the kill into a Nubrak. Wailing Arrow from the Sylvanas comes out as well. Banner of Iron Forge utilized by this Varian micro missiles to slow down the advances onto the Brightwing. She gets the blink heal over to a friendly member. Storm Earth and Fire will be used by the Chen, and he has that elemental conduit at level 20. D.Va has just hecked off and is going through the bottom lane. She's going to go Hearth back over by the Moonshrine, and now this is going to be a race towards the core. 2 members dead on the opposing side. Is this enough to go core? Well, Commandeer Odin's coming down. Big red button's out as well, and this is core starting to lose a little bit of HP. Is it possible to actually take the game here? Terminator taking a lot of damage, doesn't have the Storm Earth and Fire for 90-some seconds. D.Va Mech Explosion being moved away by the Junkrat. Riptire comes out from Junkrat, but it's going to be canceled. I'm not 100% sure what happened with that one. Chastise connects onto this Li Ming, and she's going to be able to blink away, but the Varian still chases in. Master Assassin's done. Big red button's going to collapse onto the Sylvanas, and we are looking at a solid
Quadra kill.
For the members of Mallow Oats. As they move to core, the shielding has fallen, and the core is exposed, but we have Anubrak back. Can he find a massive epicenter? Light Bomb from Anduin does come out. Anubrak, oh no, the Pie Maker is actually getting shredded by D.Va. This core, it's not gonna fall. It's actually gonna be Crafty Devil and Dirk trying to back away as the Banner of Ironforge comes out once again. This D.Va boosting into the enemy side, trying to find the sustained damage, does lose their mech form, and Varian gets hit with the Cocoon. Crafty Devil throwing some steel traps back, does connect onto the Brightwing. Did they just leave Varian to get away for free? No, he's gonna get polymorphed, he's gonna get big shot. Anubrak had the chase in, and it's a counter
Pentakill.
for the side of Yellow Owls as they run through bottom lane, but now Chen has respawned. Can Chen make the big supportive plays for the next 30 seconds or so for Anduin and Tychus to get back? Well, yes, because they're going for Dragonite. What a game, chat. What a game. What a game, ladies and gentlemen. You're curious? Here's the Siege Hero and etc. Chen gonna try and delay out the objective. Brightwing comes through with the phase shift polymorph, and Terminator has delayed things out a little bit longer to allow Tychus to respawn. Anduin will be back. 19 seconds on Junkrat, a little bit more than that for the very maybe half a second. With the twist. I mean, we'll see. Is it going to be just core throws after core throws? Let's go ahead and look at the APM and see if that's going to be the case. Massive wave top lane will confirm the fort. Alrighty, Dragonite, here it arrives through the bottom lane, dealing 576. You got to double that damage for the structural damage. So let's see what happens here. Chen jumps into the back line, trying to find a lot of damage into the enemy team. Phase shift into the... Li Ming will be there. Chen's doing a phenomenal job of forcing back the enemy team. Dragonite dropped to 50%. Huge Wailing Arrow from Sylvanas. It is going to be just kind of eaten, and that's whatever. Riptire from Junkrat will come out. Let's get rid of that APM so we can see a little bit better what's on the screen. The Riptire, I think, was cleared out right there, or Junkrat might have been... No, I think it was just cleared out. I think it took enough damage either way. Chen drinking up. He's got 80-some seconds on that Storm Earth and Fire. And this core, the shielding has barely been scratched right now. Li Ming trying to make a massive play. Anubrak going in as well. Dirk getting a little bit low here. Li Ming combos are coming out left and right. The Dragonite phase has ended. The core shielding is slightly there, but no, it's starting to fall. And the defense, it's available. All that's actually dealing damage are these catapults, taking the core down to 74%. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, the back and forth. We are just playing catch with our dad in the yard. We're throwing it from one core to one core to one core to one core as we have some damage, but not actually a core falling. No Nexus has fallen. Go for the Calaris core next. Yeah, absolutely. I honestly, I am shocked at the turn of events. I actually thought they were going to end on the core over here, but no, that's not the case. And we continue. We continue into this game number 1 in our best 3 series. 24-24, nearing 26 minutes into the game. Oh, as I said, it's a tense one. Shattering Teeth. Li Ming trying to put some pressure onto the keep. Just waiting. I'm waiting for someone to step up. I'm waiting for someone to make the overcommitment. I'm waiting for anything here. But we're not going to get it. Hey, Shoe Puff. What's up, bud?
Prepare yourselves, heroes.
Cool. We've just sat around, delayed up until our next objective phase. So let's go ahead and look at the other numbers. Well, I guess we're going to delay a little bit longer. Unless Varian and friends they're just going to run into this. I am not 100% sure. We do have Li Ming with the Disintegrate Wailing Arrow from Sylvanas will connect onto the Chen. There's a Riptire from the Junkrat, and that's going to get the full reset. Can he go for another one? Will he go for another one? Absolutely. Light Bomb from Anduin comes out. It's not going to be full reset, but still it's going to be a lot going out damage-wise as Anubrak does go down. Amador very low, does get picked off. D.Va Mech Explosion still hits a few, but with 2 dead, are they going to go Dragonite? Are they going to go for core? Let's see what happens here as the big red button still is out. There's going to be a taunt onto the D.Va Mech. She is going to be able to disengage, I would assume. Trying to avoid that big red button value, but they are maybe calling for core right now. Maybe. Possibly. They still have to get through that shielding. So a lot of good defensive tools with that Li Ming. Banner of Ironforge out. Terminator on the core. Riptire out from Junkrat. Li Ming is going to be the target, but it's going to be sniped by the Keep and D.Va as well. Speaking of D.Va, she is very low. One single taunt onto her could spell her demise, but no, she gets back into the mech. She's going to boost through the enemy team. Oh no, ladies and gentlemen, is this going to be another back and forth core? They get the shielding down, and this could be Reset City for Li Ming. Big shot from the D.Va comes out. Anduin can't heal up enough members as the Arcane Orb does come out, and I can't believe it. They get the core shielding down, and we continue into this game with the Dragonite, with the Siege Giant in bottom lane arriving to core and starting to push things up, and mid lane is also going to be having a catapult arriving. This needs to be dealt with. Piemaker going to be on this bottom point. Some hearts coming out, maybe? No, they're just rushing through bottom lane. Oh, Helen, you're getting out of here? Thank you for hanging out with us. Sorry if I missed that earlier. Sorry, Helen. I hope you have a wonderful evening. I hope if you've already left, I'm sorry about that. I completely missed your message. Y'all have a great sleep. I will see you tomorrow for Hollow Knight. Varian goes in for the charge. He's a little split from the friendly team. Pops the protection and the banner. Slowskado sitting on the point, making sure that there is no channel available for the enemy side, using that desperate pair. Ladies and gentlemen, we are approaching 30 minutes in for our game number 1 on Dragonshire. D.Va boosting in, going for the channel. Gonna get popped over the wall. Taunt from Varian available, but I think they're waiting for the pilot form. Goody. Chen has top lane. Middle lane has the catapults arriving, and those catapults, 28 minutes. They chunk into structures right now. 596, that's nearly 1,200 damage per catapult, and you can see it is taking toll on the core. Dropping that shielding, dropping that health. A lot of damage onto the Variant. The Leap of Faith will be there. Riptire comes out from the Junkrat. He's looking for 3 and finds 3 and a kill, and this is gonna be back and forth and back and forth. Can they actually do something with this time? I don't know, because they still have to clear out all these lanes, or do they? D.Va's gonna try and push up bottom lane. Are they going Dragonite? What's the game plan? No one's allowed to end. It's the game that never ends. It goes on and on, my friends.
The red team's core is in peril.
So Sylvanas will delay things out with one Wailing Arrow, I'm assuming. Nope, she's just gonna literally step into his face and just start applying pressure. And Tychus now arrives. Okay, so things slightly delayed, but here's the thing. D.Va on this right-hand side. This is awkward, chat. This is extremely awkward.
Blue team has destroyed a fort.
This is super awkward. Oh, there's still a D.Va pilot form. Dragonite rushing. Oh, speaking of rushing. Bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Okay, she realized that she can't do what she's doing. The core is Omega defended right now. 5% core. Chat, you wanted it. You got it. I got distracted by the match, so I'm sitting in bed lingering until it's done. Aw, thank you, Helen. Well, there it is. There it is. Caleris core and everything. 30-minute Dragonshire game to kick off map number 1 in our best 3 series. GG, well played. Monkasteer indeed. Catch my own breath after that one. Jesus. Couldn't have been closer. I mean, that bottom, that Mallow Oats core. Woo-wee. Choose prediction outcome. Which team wins? Mallow Oats were the winners of game number 1. Points. I'm sorry about your points. Very sorry about your points. If it wasn't for that, they would have won from the... Yeah. +0. +0. Feels good, man. Oh, jeez. All right, well, we're going to wait for our next map and all that good stuff. And let's update the score and let you all know that the Mallow Oats crew have 1 game in this best of 3 series. And we're just waiting for the players to tell us if they want first pick or map pick priority. Alright, sorry. I was looking at something. All good. We're just waiting for a priority onto map pick or first game or anything like that. A good game one. A good game one. It's seriously like that was, I feel like that was literally anyone's game. I really felt like that was anyone's game. Yeah. Good times. Good times. Better than -0? Yeah, it's true. That is true. That is true. Hello? Player of game? Are they doing like post sit rep? I guess we'll just wait. Never mind. This is going to and we're waiting for our map or first pick or any information. I have a message. Okay. Trusty notebook. Night all. Hope the rest of the matches are intense. Aw, thank you for coming by, Helen. Thanks for being so amazing. And as I said, I'll see you tomorrow for Hollow Knight, I'm assuming. CMM, how are you doing? I hope you're doing great. I am doing pretty good. How are you doing today, my friend? How is your Thursday going? Just getting everything set up on the caster side of this. So they want that. Find out what that's going to be. Just a second. We do have a delay, by the way, because we are casting a live game. So sorry for any sort of delayed responses to anyone. It is due to the delay. Alrighty. So it's going to be that map. Let's go ahead and pick up our notebook. Okay, and we need to do this. It's going to be map choice of this team, map 2. All right, I am good to go. Caster R, Spooky Worm. So far, so good. Glad to hear. Glad to hear. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for hanging out. And exciting games. Exciting games. I hope you all are enjoying them. It has been super, 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 super fun to cast them for you all. Today's been a fun day of casting. We did, how many best of 3s did we do before this? 3? I think we did 3 best of 3s, and then we've done this live best of 3s. So it's been a fun day of casting. It's been a good time. Tomorrow I'll be doing Hollow Knight starting around 1 o'clock PDT, 3 o'clock EDT, 21 CEST. Saturday is no stream for me. Sunday is up in the air, whether we're going to play some heroes, stream some or cast some heroes. Maybe we'll do more Hollow Knight. Who knows? I don't know. And then Monday of next week, I'll be off. The following weekend, the 19th of, or I guess the 18th of September is going to be, there's a free agent in-house day, so we'll be casting those. And then on the 19th, the following day, we have Baja Ross that day. I think we're going to do a Baja Ross based off of photos. We're not going to follow along with Bob Ross. We're going to try and paint it ourselves. It will be a massive fuck-up, but I'm going to do my best. All right, we are just waiting for players to ready up, and we will get going into map number 2 here. Thank you once again for hanging out. As I always like to say, if you've not followed the channel, highly recommend you do so. That way you can see when we do some amazing casting. We do a lot of Heroes to Storm content. We sometimes jump to other games, but it's a lot of Heroes to Storm stuff. And then if you'd like to support the stream further, if you'd like to subscribe or use some bits, it's always much appreciated. We do stream full time, but either way. Oh, last but not least, also your subs. They are considered raffle tickets. That is what all the things next to Bandit are. Those are individual raffle tickets for the Baja Ross giveaway on October 10th. But with that noise you can hear, we are going to get into game. I'll see you in map number 2. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back into the Nexus Gaming Series Division A matchup of Yellow Owls versus Mallow Oats. And if you're sitting at home wondering how we got to Raxus Holdout, I got you covered, my friends. The home team this evening will be Yellow Owls, opting for first pick priority for game number 1. They banned out Alterac Pass and Curse Hollow. Battlefield of Eternity and Infernal Shrines were banned out by Mallow Oats. Dragonshire was that first map chosen by Mallow Oats and won by them. The members of Yellow Owls opted for map pick priority going into game number 2 and have chosen to take us to Brax's Holdout. Let's get back into that draft and see what's going to be happening here as we have a first pick Nazebo for Mallow Oats. Does Nazebo finish once? No, I'm just kidding. Kael'thas on the opposing side. There was a Rexxar Vala ban, and we will be seeing a Nubrak and Garrosh ban on the opposing side. Really good pickups so far in this series as Nazebo. That's a strong start. Single lane map, but a lot of people say those spiders, that's all you need. You just need to finish the spiders and win the game forehead. So Nazebo to kick things off. What are our next 2 picks for the side of Mallow Oats? Curious as what they're going to be prioritizing with this Nazebo. Tychus once again. Another Anduin. They're going to be looking at a Johanna instead. Okay, all right. Nazebo, Tychus, Johanna. I'm curious what the Nazebo is going to be in. Is he going to be a solo lane Nazebo? Is he going to be a bottom lane Nazebo with the friendly members? We will have to see in just a wee bit here because we have to get through our next ban phase. Stukov will be removed as they do need a healer, and that was prioritized in the last round of bans for the last map. And Zul'jin, the bad guy, the axe donator, he is not allowed in this map whatsoever. So no Zul'jin for the members of Yellow Owls. And alright, well, let's continue into this as we have our second half of the draft kicking on off, and Tyrande. This was a ban, actually, from the side of Mallow Oats in the last map, so we'll have to see if this is a very highly skilled hero for Amador. But Hogger will be grabbed for top lane, so that's a solo lane Hogger. They're holding on to their last pick. I doubt we could see Hogger, Muradin, Kael'thas, Tyrande, and they grab like a different solo laner, but you never know. Rexxar was already banned out. Leorc's not a bad option for solo lane. Yrel's a great option as well. Malthael is not bad either. And Anduin rounds things out once again for the side of Mallow Oats. I do like it. Just kidding, but why? Froggy cry. What, you don't wanna do the Nazebo stacking question again? Last pick from the side of Yellow Owls. What are they going to get? It is going to be Genji. Rotations between lanes are strong. He's able to really find some dive into the backline. All right. I'm interested. I am interested. I'm excited. I want to see what happens with this. I will get us a Twitch prediction going here in a few moments. Actually, it's probably going right now as you're hearing me say this. I'm just trying to time it out a little bit with the draft itself. So let's go ahead and push that button. We can put it... I'm just waiting for the Genji to get drafted in the actual draft itself. There we go. I can start a prediction. Get your predictions in. Let's load on into the game. Here's the thing. All right, chat? What I need from you, because there's still probably a minute 30 from when you're hearing this, I need big predictions. This could be the final game of the evening. This could be Mallow Oats taking a 2-0. I need you. I need you. Big predictions. I need everyone in chat predicting. All right? Either way. Good draft from both sides. Liking what we have on the side of Mallow Oats. They're riding a high from that win on Dragonshire, but it was not an easy win. It was a 30-minute Dragonshire game where the members of Mallow Oats had a 5% core, nearly dying to the Diva, who actually was just backdooring in a sense. So we got to see what happens here, and we are loaded on into map number 2. Let's go ahead and see what happens here on Brax's Holdout. Get your Twitch predictions in. Get those big bets in, chat. I need you to. As we got Yellow Owls in the blue, we've got Save on the Genji, Corsair on this Muradin, Mahaya on the Kael'thas, Amador will be on the Tyrande, and we've got Hogger to be played by Captain Magyar. On the right-hand side, we got Mallow Oats trying to close things out in a 2-0 fashion. Terminator on the Malthael, Crafty Devil on the Tychus. In the bottom lane, we're seeing Dirk on the Johanna, Piemaker on the Nazebo, and Solskido on the Anduin. You've got a few moments left. Get your predictions in if you have not already. Let's see what happens here. You gotta chat. You better be playing those odds because it's looking like Mallow Oats have got a massive bet behind them. If Yellow Owls wins, that's a massive payout. We'll see what happens. And let's get into Brax's Holdout, map number 2 in this best of 3 series. Pretty standard level 1s. I do want to point out though, Malthael did go Death Death's Reach, so a lot more dive ability as you see that Tyrande Sentinel coming through, trying to scout out the enemy team. Tychus not showing, neither has the Anduin, and Nazeebo's already working on some of those stacks for the Voodoo Ritual. We'll see what Nazeebo takes at level 4. Does he go for the extra stacks when you get a kill, or will this just be full spider build and just going to be hex crawling and widow making all over them? That didn't sound right, but you know what? Let's continue casting. Someone did a 40k prediction. Damn, Elm Tree. How you doing, bud? I do want a Nazeebo stacking thing. Yeah, we'll do that in the future. That's a fun Twitch prediction to do. Iron Skin, I don't know if it ate the Lunar Flare, if they sidestepped it, but either way, it's going to be unaffecting the Joanna. And this top lane, Malthael, putting pressure onto Hogger. I want to poke onto this as much as I can, but there is going to be a lot of brawling over this bottom lane. Don't want to miss out on that, as Tychus might have seen Genji rotating to top lane. I'm not 100% sure on that vision between the two players, but Genji waiting to potentially dive onto Terminator. Does do so, gets the deflect, isn't able to actually put much pressure or damage onto Terminator, but the Hogger is forced to use the Hog Wild away, and the grenade from Tychus wasn't utilized. Was it on cooldown? No, that's weird. I'm surprised. Maybe it was they didn't think they'd get the range on it, even though they have quarterback. Who knows? Either way, this is going to be objective phase starting out very quickly for Mallow Oats, as Dirk is just eating those living bombs, and Crafty Devil just, you know, getting some wheelies and some donuts onto that point. Save on this Genji is going to be able to cap the top point for now. 54% in favor for the members of our blue team. Yellow Owls trying to get some pressure onto Terminator, but Hogger and Genji not able to do so. Tychus is forced to rotate up into the top lane to help out this Malthael. There's just a little bit too much pressure applied with the Hogger and the Genji, and I think Genji's kind of floating in between, as we have the global announcement of Kael'thas landing at Gravity Labs, it seems. Corsair's trying to just anchor onto this point. Save comes through as well. Tychus is up in the top lane. The channel's there in favor for the members of Mallow Oats. A very low Joanna's able to walk away without any sort of stun from the Lunar Flare. A little bit more channel goes over to the side of our red team, as Yellow Owls are looking to find some way onto these points. Tychus not showing in the vision to the Hogger. I wonder if he expects this Tychus to still be here, since Tychus hasn't shown in bottom lane. If I would assume so, but Hogger's very low. Dashing from the Tychus. Grenade's going to be there, and the damage over time from Malthael. Is it available? Yes. That is first blood. Going over to the side of Mallow Oats, but a clap back from the opposing team. Yellow Owls get a kill onto this Nazeebo. Not going to be able to build up any more of those spiders or Voodoo Ritual for the next 8 seconds while he is dead and rotating into lane. Corsair, though, on this Muradin, trying his best to put some pressure on the enemy side, and Tychus, hit with the Gravity Lapse, is not going to be able to put out any damage. Genji dives past all of this and almost kills Crafty Devil, forcing the well tap. I don't know if Dirk has it up and available. Let's see if we can check that real quick. It is going to be down for the next 63 seconds. Over in the top lane, Genji's going to be rotating back up here. Terminator tapping themselves on the point really quickly. Genji is going to be scouting the... Well, is going to throw some shurikens into Crafty Devil, who's going to regain control of top point. It is 3v3 in bottom lane. Can they step up with this Nazeebo now back into lane? Well, he needs to also prioritize getting his stacks, so he also needs to throw those toads, those spiders, into the minion wave while Joanna gets the Condemned to pull everything together to fast clear said lane. Tychus, I'm sorry, does go down in the top lane. I was not watching that. I was watching the engagement down in this bottom, expecting there to be a little more aggression from Mallow Oats, but not the case, and it is going to be that kill in the said Tychus top lane. 2-1 in kills, 7 talents here approaching in favor for the members of Yellow Owls, but Mallow Oats not too far behind for their own 7s as well, as this is another fight in the bottom lane breaking out. We have the Joanna eating a lot of damage, huge Condemned to pull on the enemy side, but can they actually find enough damage into the Muradin, into the Tyrande, as well as this Kael'thas? Muradin getting low, but Joanna is falling as well. Tychus has come down here. That's a great zombie wall from this Nazeebo's there. A grenade from Tychus. He gets that grenade out. The zombie wall is the big setup, but the Zerg wave will be 67% in favor for the members of Mallow Oats and 100% for the opposing side. What value do the Yellow Owls get with this? And the same question on the opposing side, how much value does Mallow Oats get? Because the Kael'thas, sorry, is dead for a moment or two more, or at least he's rotating into lane, so the wave clear into it's not the strongest, but it doesn't seem like that's a concern for Save and Captain on this Hogger. Any Sentinels? No. Well, it looks like both Zerg waves were moot, getting 0 to no value. I feel like a Triglaw Protector gets more value than this. Either way. Either way. Good back and forth from both teams, and let's go ahead and cycle through some of the other numbers, get an idea of what those look like, as we have not had a chance to look at them for this map number 2, Braxis Holdouts. Alrighty. Bruiser Camp easily burned through. Hogger is going to grab a Bruiser Camp of his own, going to get some help from Mahaya. Also looking at some of those stats and stacks. 12,000 Kael'thas damage, 10,000 I think on the Tychus. Close experience. Very close experience between both teams, as it's 2 up on both sides in kills. I'm waiting to see what this engagement's looking like in top lane, if there is any engagement, because there is a nice wave being pushed in. The same can be said about bottom lane, but it's a little far back, and it's actually been cleared out quite a bit already. Mass rotation into top lane, leaving Tychus versus the Genji. Want to actually poke onto that, or peek onto that, as Genji's poking onto the Tychus. Top lane, we are going to be having this back and forth scuffle over the wave clear, and Nazeebo does finish out his questing talent. A little bit of spiders thrown out against Corsair. 10 talent here right around the corner for both teams. As I'd mentioned, the experience is very, very close between the two. Hogger splits in the bottom lane to start scaling up and stacking. Not scaling, oh my god. Grabbing experience and controlling lane. Dear lord, my brain right now. Apparently we're a little bit more lethargic and tired than we expected. 10 talent here first for our Yellow Owls, and I'm just looking Shadowstalk. Genji's holding maybe X-Strike, maybe Dragon Blade. Kind of feeling the X-Strike here, potentially. Dragon Blade, I'm completely wrong. Gargantuan for the Nazeebo. The Spider's out as well. Alright. Okay, we wait. The excitement of games like this is just like, who's going to rotate in? Who's going to play more aggressive? Because it is a little tense. Mallow Oats, they did have that strong Dragonshire game, but as I mentioned, it wasn't like they just casually walked through and finished out that game quickly. That was a back and forth game over for 30 minutes. Malthael and Hogger in bottom lane brawling out. Genji slowing down the Crafty Devil rotation. And this is once again Zerg waves starting out for Yellow Owls, or at least gaining some charge potential. Corsair not going to get pulled in by the Condemn from the Johanna, but now bottom lane, last rites is applied. Malthael still goes down. Genji helping out with that potential kill. There's an offset in heroes in top lane. Dirk getting very low. There's actually a lot of living bomb value onto Crafty Devil and crew. Can they actually get another kill? No, it doesn't look like the members of Mallow Oats will lose another, and Zerg Wave will charge once again. The pen starting to fill up in favor for the members of Yellow Owls, but we get back into this top lane engagement because Johanna comes in with a Condemn. Chastise will not connect. Tychus, Commandeer Odin is here. Genji with the Dragon Blade applying pressure onto Crafty Devil. Leap in from the Murden, pops the Avatar form, trying to drop some Storm Bolts. The Kael'thas Phoenix will be there. Save, putting pressure onto Piemaker, who gets the Leap of Faith, has to get away. Genji dives in with the Swift Strike and the little bit of mana they have left, as we have that APM up for all of you to check out. Gargantuan getting very low. Hogger and Malthael still brawling out in bottom lane, but that's 100% Zerg Wave in favor for the members of Yellow Owls. Another Zerg Wave to go over in their favor. What value does this one actually get? Bottom lane did not find much value in the last siege, but now we got Kael'thas in the mix, and he's finished out his level 1 Arcane Berry, so he's got more sustainability and more value. Hey, Ceviche. Ooh, I completely missed it. What the? Genji and Hogger just really destroying this this Malthael. But at the same time, it's 2v1, so it's, you know, don't wanna give the Malthael too hard of a time, as he is, you know, having to deal with that constant rotation from Genji, and it's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of damage. And we find our red team Mallow Oats down a solid level and without a talent tier, level 13. Sentinel? And he's scouting. Oh, it might have seen the Pie Maker actually rotating out from the top lane. There is going to be the Bruiser camp started. This is risky if the enemy team starts to rotate onto them. Let's see, does the enemy team even show in the rotate? Because I think I saw the enemy team, the members of Yellow Owls. Yeah, they actually just saw a Sentinel go by. So there's probably the expectation, yeah, that Tychus checks the point with, or excuse me, checks the bush with a grenade. 13 isn't here. This is a risky invade. Hogger is split from the team, so they actually give this over. That's a little surprising, but Commandeer Odin will be utilized to grab this camp, so they want to try and get as much value from that, dashing up into the top lane as quickly as possible to be able to burn down said minion wave. T-Tors, yeah, little T-Tor value. Alright, Genji, Dragon Blade, Shadow Stalk, trying to put pressure, Leap of Faith onto the Tychus. He still runs the same direction he was going. Solskjaer is going to get shredded, and that'll be a kill onto him. Dirk trying to rush out of this top lane. Shield Glare comes out, Tychus throws out a little overpower, and Pie Maker gonna just take a bit of damage, spreading some of that damage to the fort front gate. Keep front gate. Speaking of forts, actually, bottom lane has pressure from Hogger into Malthael, had that camp pushing in. And now the wave is here. Genji waiting on the side to see if they can jump in. Sentinel from Toronto does scout things out, but also gives away a little bit of positioning or intention to maybe come into this bottom lane. So Dirk and friends are like, all right, well, let's protect our Malthael, who's been just getting bullied in this bottom lane. Maybe we can do something. Flesh Shield whiffed. I didn't even see it. So many things happened. Bosses. I thought it was going to be tagged right there, but no, it's just going to be looked at by Anduin. Flesh Shield wasn't whiffed that time. Nice zombie wall, but the Hortipult is there. Genji actually going to eat a lot of that damage with the deflect and send it back to the enemy's side. Kael'thas and Tyrande to push up things on top. Kael'thas has 25 stacks on that Regen Master. No, that's not right. On Addict. Regen Master is a new break. Fight to break out right now. Avatar form used by the Muradin. Lacerates on to the Hogger. Will confirm the kill this time. It's a 4v5. Malthael getting low, trying to sustain. Corsair on this Muradin, trying to back off. Malthael is going to get traded out by the Genji. Can there be a bigger trade? I want to point out, too, that there is going to be Zerg Wave still being built up in favor for the members of Yellow Owls as Dirk rushes the point. 66%. And Muradin puts his toe on the point, saying, no, I need more of this channel potential in our team's favor. And they will. They are going to get another full Zerg wave at this rate, and yes, they absolutely will. Can they find a secondary kill? Because another kill into this will be a lot of value. Really low Joanna. She should go down, but the... Oh my god!
Triple kill!
Wait.
Double kill.
From the grenade. Holy shit, the snipe. More. It was a lot more like...
Headshot.
No map is bad for Nazeeba. We all know this. Finish the spiders, win the game. Easy. Easy. Well, fort goes down. 15 talents here is, 16 talents here is approaching for the members of Mallow Oats. Top lane. Are they looking for some siege, or are they looking for Terminator? I think they were looking to try and gank the Malthael, but he's going to play safe, not going to go down, and no big deal. Hey, Cassius, what's up, bud? All right, 16s are here. What are we looking at here? I want to see what spider colony. Okay, so it's spiders and spiders and spiders. Vision really quickly for anyone that's wondering. We can kind of just see what the members of the red team are seeing and swap to the opposing side. Hogger just going to get some bounces around on this camp. Alrighty. This is interesting to say the least. Shield Glare from the Joanna to check the bush. The camp will be grabbed. I believe the Sentinel still gave vision of this, so they know that they could potentially be not ganked, but just invaded on is probably a better way to put it, because I don't think the gank is really available to the side of Yellow Owls. They got to kind of catch someone out of position a little bit more so with this Genji composition. Bottom lane camp coming through. Top lane going to be pushed up. And we're seeing teams give each other something to do. Genji, yeah, he needed to get away from that immediately. Bless Shield is up and available. they get hit with some sort of CC train, that Genji is going to get annihilated. He does not have the biggest health pool in the game, if I'm not mistaken. Currently sitting at actually 3,200 some HP. Compare that to Tychus. Tychus a little bit more. Actually curious, Kael'thas, yeah, he's a little bit less than that. But he's also got that Arcane Barrier from level 1 to really sustain him as well. Now that he's got over those 20 stacks. And actually, 31 right now for said Kael'thas. One more thing to note on stacking, Lunar Flare, almost done. Lunar Blaze. It's just you're scaling up the damage, but you also have that range increase from just picking the talent at level 1. Enjoying the casting? Thank you so much. I appreciate the kind words, and thanks for hanging out with us. Been some fun games today. Been some fun games. Glad and happy to be doing a live game for you all. I know you all love live games. I know replays are fun, but I know live games are better. I know you, chat. Okay. Sentinel does hit onto Crafty Devil. You get that little red dot over his head, so you know that he's got the vision on him for the few moments there. Genji checking out into the bushes. Objective phase is going to be up in 10 seconds. That's a really nice Lunar Flare onto a couple members. Let's go ahead and do our favorite thing. Let's check out the APM, because I feel like I'm getting this weird gut feeling there's going to be a fight to break out soon. Or I'm going to cast a curse the entire engagement and exist. Probably the latter of the two. Cajun Canuck, thank you for the follow. Glad you're enjoying the content. Oh, nothing? Okay. All right. I was like, here comes the fight. This is gonna be it. And we're just running around the map, swapping off the points, stepping on the beat. Shadowstock from the Tyrande to kick off the fight as Murden drops the Avatar form. The Light Bomb is not going to connect. Last Rites will snuff life from that Murden. He will go down. Going to be taken out by said Last Rites. Spider's thrown onto Genji. He deflects to buy some time. Channel's not here. They need to rotate someone to top lane. But on that note, once someone rotates top and the Sentinel sees that... Oh, no. Oh, no, they're not going for that. They're going for the boss. Now, Genji's going to be able to jump onto the point, and that will be charge in favor for the members of Yellow Owls. Genji seen in the bush over there, but they are full committed to this. There's going to be Hogger diving in. There's going to be so much damage coming out. Dragon Blade will be utilized as well, as we have Hogger bouncing around. Malthea goes down. Hogger traded out. The boss goes over to Mallow Oats. Genji deflecting as best they can, and 50% rising to the Zerg wave as Crafty Devil's trying to dash his way onto this point. Joanna already mounted up, able to get there faster. And they stall things out at 72%. Zerg wave will be coming through top lane as Genji's trying to use the deflected, push back the boss, but he is way too low, needs to back away. Top lane just looking at this keep front gate because there are a lot of Zerg already being built up. That gate's still up and available as Tychus gets a grenade on to save to slow him down, but it's not going to be enough to actually find the kill. They all mass rotate to bottom lane. Kael'thas and crew are cleaning up the boss. I wonder if someone moves past the boss for the point. Yes, Murden will be doing that. And we once again swap points, and no charge goes over to the members of Mallow Oats. Well played, honestly, from the side of Yellow Owls. They're doing a phenomenal job with this. Just got on which team looks stronger so far. I literally couldn't answer that question because the last game ended with core races, and it was a very, very good game. So I would say it's like the power rankings. Like I would say it's fairly close between these two teams. It's 7-7 in levels. The team fights have been very, very good and back and forth. I really couldn't just be like, this team is like, they're gonna dominate, because I really can't answer that question. It's been a phenomenal series. Sentinel will connect onto this Nazebo, waiting to see if there's any other just pressure applied to the enemy side, and that's not going to be the case. We will be seeing charge in favor for the members of Yellow Owls. Once again, Zerg wave through top lane. The big defense needs to be made because these Zerg waves, they scale, they deal increased damage, and Banelings, keep this in mind, I always like to educate my friends here. Banelings deal increased damage to heroes, less damage to everything else. Or they deal a base amount of damage and more damage to heroes. However you want to look at that. Joanna's going to pop the Iron Skin, eat a lot of those Banelings. Still chunks her down quite a bit. We do have Genji rotating in, trying to make some plays here as the Sentinel will connect onto Joanna. Just going to be able to get that vision. Genji Swift Strikes in, agility away. Does have the Dragon Becomes Me at level 20. Shadowstock upgrade. The Eye of the Hunter Shadowstock reveals all enemy heroes for 10 seconds and heals for 50% more. But let's talk about this big defense that needs to be made. No big red button for the Commandeer Odin, as we also will be seeing Phoenix out from the Kael'thas to zone back the enemy team and open up this keep front gate. Dirk helping out, clearing out this the Zerg wave. Dear Lord, I couldn't think of the unit name. Ultralisks. There we go. And Shadowstalk will be used for a little bit extra buff in the healing. Murden finds a combo into the Johanna, but she is fine. And the Keep Front Gate is all that takes damage. Meanwhile, in bottom lane, the Zerg wave is slowly but surely cleared out, and the minion wave does get some decent siege. Camp invade on the left-hand side. They kind of know that they can't step too far out without their 20, so they have to turtle up and wait for the waves to come to them. A little difficult to deal with, but it is what it is. It does look by map things, it does, and team fights, it does kind of look like it's, I would give the power a little bit over to Yellow Owls in this game number 2, but I feel like 20 talent here is going to still just change things up. Like, one good team fight is probably GG for a team. More so, I would say, for Yellow Owls, because they have an easier win condition through top and or bottom since those are already opened up, and I'd say these keeps are nearly equal in their health, whereas bottom needs to be siege through the front gate and the keep. Top lane has the full front gate up and available. Malthael and Genji brawling out. Malthael does have last rights, and Genji's getting dangerously close to that low HP, so he respects the Malthael and backs away. Objective phase should be announced soon. More camps to be grabbed by the opposing side team, but here is your 20 talents here. I assume Nazebo does not go for Vile Infection. He is not too far off from it. He needs 54 more stacks, but he's going to go for the upgraded Gargantuan Humonganoid. Passive, reduce Gargantuan cooldown by 40 seconds, and its mana cost by 50. Gargantuan is more steppy, and it allows more slows, but Corsair is going to be in the bush. Pops the Iron Skin, actually, from the Johanna. She throws the Blessed Shield back into the enemy team. There's going to be a nice zombie wall locking in a few. Last Rites goes on to someone. That's going to take Murden to life. Dirk very low, but the No Control is cleaning up this engagement right now, and Hogwild's into the enemy team to try and get closer. Nice devastating blow, and that is looking like a chase to potentially end the game. Malthael, I believe, has bought back in. In reality, that is a solid
pentakill.
And Malthael, the lone defender right now, top lane, they're maybe looking to push in through with the wave, but maybe they just go maybe they just go for the objective. Maybe they just go Archangel boss. That engagement seemed all Mallow Oats. They seemed like they had the control in that engagement. It was a little chaotic, but they had that zombie wall. They had a lot of AoE damage. They had their Malthael last rights onto the Murden, but things just fell apart with this Kael'thas, the living bomb value, the ignite. It was so much spread damage from Kael'thas. These Kael'thas are very, very good, as the objective phase is triggered, and they go just to end game, kind of a kind of just making sure that they can end this game in their favor on the side of Yellow Owls. So, we'll have to see. This has to be the most titanic defense on the side of a team that I have ever seen. A boss, granted, Zergwave is going through bottom lane, so it still has to go through a keep. Boss can be cleared. We'll have to see what happens here. Murden back into all of this. This is going to be Genji diving through. A lot of damage goes out onto, it looks like Malthael, who is going to get the Leap of Faith. Living Bomb spreading to player. No control from the Hogger is going to bounce from each enemy member. The boss is on core. It's slowly losing its health, and so is the core shielding. That boss now shredding into the core. Some core defense is trying to help out. Big red button from the Commandeer Odin is applying decent damage into this boss, but now here comes the Zerg wave through bottom, only losing 4% from taking down the keep. Crafty Devil needs to back away, and ladies and gentlemen, I think our live best of 3 series is not a quick 2-0. We're heading to a map number 3, ladies and gentlemen. GG, well played, Yellow Owls. Take a seat, take the game. Ooh. Wow. These Twitch payouts. This Twitch payout right now. Oh. Those that invested in Mallow Oats. Who wins? Yellow Owls have won game number 2. Oh, that's a payout. Oh, that's a payout. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I need to run to the bathroom. I'm gonna find out if the players want first pick or map pick. I will be right back, okay? Enjoy some stats. I'll be right back. Okay, BRB. Okay, sorry about that. Okay. I am back. Sorry about that. I had to run to the bathroom. It's been a long day of casting. Ooh-wee. Alrighty, so we have let the players know what the dealio is, and there it is. Bucks or Cowboys? I don't really watch basketball. We'll find out what map's gonna be next, and see what happens. We'll see what happens. Looks like we have a lobby, so I can join off player in a second. Actually, I can't apparently. So, either way, let's we'll hang out here and we will see what happens. Good night, sleep. Oh, Kalis, thanks for hanging out. You have a wonderful evening. Thanks for hanging out with us, Kalis. You have a good one. Looks like we have a map. So let me update my map editor. So that was won by them. This is going to be map choice of that team. Right? Got that right? Okay, yeah. Let me update my notebook really quickly. You don't watch softball? No, I don't watch softball. No, I'm not a fan of softball. I am good to go. Got my notebook ready to go. Caster. Where's Spooky? All right, I am ready to go. Let's update the scores and let's get ready for our map number 3. Let's find out what's gonna happen. Our best 3 is going to a map number 3. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Sick ghost shirt. Thank you, Noble. Thank you, the Noble one. Much appreciated. Very much a fan. Good band. Go Birds. I don't understand what Birds and Dallas have to do with each other, but y'all in another world right now. Softball, not softball. Yeah, no, I said softball. What do you want from me, Tree? What do you want? What? Alrighty. I am readied up. I think the players are readied up, so we're gonna get into our third map here in just a hot second. Making sure everything on my end is good. Yes, it does look like it. We have the readies from one team, and we just need the readies from the other. We can get going. I hope you are all enjoying your professional curling tonight. I think tonight's the night where curling starts, right? I was seeing a bunch of tweets about like people like throwing things and like people getting all excited about like large stones being thrown. Hey, Dinkbug. I personally love curling. I love that shit. I absolutely adore curling. It's such a fun sport to watch in my opinion. All set with that. I can do that. Hey! Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back into our Nexus Gaming Series Division A matchup of Yellow Owls versus Mallow Oats, and we are here in map number 3, Tomb of Spider Queen. If you're wondering how we got here, I got you covered, my friends. The home team this evening will be Yellow Owls. They opted for first pick priority as they won the coin flip for game number 1. Alterac Pass and Curse Hell banned out by the Yellow Owls. Mallow Oats will ban out the Battlefield of Eternity and Infernal Shrines maps, first picking Dragonshire for map 1 and winning that in a very close 30-minute game. Map number 2 was Braxton's holdout chosen by Mallow Oats as they opted for map pick priority for map 2, giving first pick to the side of Yellow Owls opted for Braxton's holdout. They won that map. Side of Mallow Oats opted for first pick priority going into game 3, and Yellow Owls opted to take us to Tomb. Let's go ahead and see what the draft is, because I know you can hear some of those heroes being picked up, and we got another first pick Nazebo for the side of Mallow Oats. Kael'thas, Hogger on the opposing side. Two very, very strong heroes. Bala, Junkrat banned on the side of Yellow Owls. Mallow Oats getting rid of the Anubrak and the Diva. So once again, the priority onto Nazebo is they can get it, but this is a map where you can finish out those stacks. We'll see if Nazebo is able to do so. I don't know about this here, chat. I don't know about that Gazlowe right there. Because you still need a healer. You still need a tank. I just don't know if it's enough. I don't know if I believe in the Gazlowe. I'm sorry. I know there's some Gaz Lords in chat that are probably sitting there like, oh, how dare you? How could you? But I just don't know. I just don't feel like there's enough damage. I know there's Crafty Devil and the Tychus and stuff like that, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Let's talk about what's unfolding right now. Kael'thas, Hogger, they will need a healer to go with that Kael'thas, Hogger, as well as a main tank. Malfurion, not too bad. Murden was actually really good in the last game, so why not grab something that's great? Hey, Dark, how you doing, bud? Good to see you. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Wildfire, yeah, you all bored Bandit with your sports talk. How dare you? How dare you talk about grown men who run around in tights and tackle each other for, like, hours on end a day? That's what it is to me. We are going to have these next two picks out from the side of Mallow Oats. ETC and a Brightwing. Stage dive? I don't see a world where Moshpit gets not interrupted by every single person. Hey, this is a hard draft. I'm kind of leaning into the Yellow Owls draft a little bit with this one. All right, let's start a prediction. Which team wins Game 3. All right, we will get this prediction going here in just a second. I am going to let those last few picks come through on the side of Twitch. So by now, when you're hearing me talk about this, get ready for your predictions because I'm sure they've already happened. Let's go ahead and do the loading screen so you can go ahead and just check out all of this. Captain Braille, good to see you, my friend. All right, let's start that prediction. By the time you hear this, you have a minute 30 to get your predictions in. Get them on in. This is the draft. These are who's playing on what side. It's map 3, best of 3 series. Winner wins, loser loses, I guess. Yeah. Either way, get your predictions in. Big time predictions, chat. Big ones, big ones. Final game. Final game in the series. We need those big predictions, ladies and gentlemen. I believe in you, chat. It'd be fun to see Mallow pull this draft. I would love to see them pull it off. I'm not too confident with this draft, to be honest. Not the most confident with it. But either way, let's go ahead and get into it. We're here into our map number 3. Yellow Owls in the blue. Captain Magar on the Excuse me, Haka. On the Hogger, save will be on the Rainer. Corsair's going to be on the Muradin. Amador will be on the Malfurion. And Mahaya on the Kael'thas. Over in the red, we got the members of Mallow, Oats. We are looking at Crafty Devil on the Tychus. Solskido on the Brightwing. Terminator will be on this Gazlo. Dirk will be on the ETC. And the Pie Maker on the Nazebo. Enigma, thank you for the follow. Glad you're enjoying what you're seeing, my friend. As we have, whoa, Deep Roots at level 1? No Emerald Dreams from Malfurion. Interesting. I feel like this is the first Malfurion game since Emerald Dreams has been added that I have not seen Emerald Dreams, honest to God. Hogger is going to be in the bottom lane, holding level 1. I wonder what he's considering. Maybe he's unsure if he can get the Journeyman Cooking stacking. Maybe he wants that activatable Rage for the On the Prowl. We have to see. Raynor did go for the Inspire talent, the Exterminator at level 1. You have that passive Inspire. Does not expire on friendly minions and mercenaries, so push potential can be very big. Hogger, actually, my apologies, I was looking at the solo lane matchup, and Raynor is the first one to go down. Hogger will be going for that Journeyman Cooking, and 12 stacks already for this Nazebo. Double rotations between mid to top. That's going to be good for the Nazebo stacking. I would expect Vile Infection to be done. Usually, this map goes quite long, but sometimes it's very short. I know that was a very generic and bland way to put things, but Tomb of the Spider Queen to me feels like one of those maps that it either goes like 10 to 12 minutes long or it goes 20 to 30 minutes long. Like, it's just like, there's no in between. There's no in between. Like, it's like, and watch it be like a 16-minute game, of course. But my point stands. It's just, it feels like one of those games where it's either super super fast, or it is slowly bled out for a team. And that ladder of two ideas is better for the Pie Maker, as he does need to get those voodoo stacks, but he is chunking his way through these stacks. Already 34, which, you know, as we talk about in the past, the rule of thumb for a lot of these stacking quests is you want to be doing stacks equivalent to your level. So if you have level 4, you want to be at 40 stacks. If you're at level 15, you want to have it 150 stacks. That way, by the level of 20, you're over your 175, and you also have a window for failure in a sense, where if you die and you miss a wave or two, it's not the end of the world, since you are going to be able to continue to scale up. But we'll have to see how things work out, as Nazebo does come into bottom lane to try and help out Terminator, who is getting pushed in quite heavily by the Siege Giants, as well as Raynor and the Hogger. I say this, ETC is a huge comfort pick for Durka. Thank you, I didn't know that. That actually is good information. Thank you, much appreciated. No convection for Mahaya, as they are a coward and won't go for the better... Sorry. No. Mana Addict on this map is insanely good because of the double soak rotations and the ability just to have that sustainability from Big Burst, which I would expect into the later half of the game. Where that burst comes from, well, that is for the members of Mallow Oats to prove to us. ETC gets hit with a Gravity Lapse. There's going to be a root as well from Malfurion building up the stacks. I want to check on the stacks in just a second here, because I actually do not know off the top of my head what those build, because I have not seen a different Malfurion level 1 for, as I said, ages. This level 1 for Malfurion. Repeatable quest. Every time enemy hero becomes rooted, gain 10 mana permanently. Okay. More sustainability for this Malfurion mana pool. Bottom lane, Terminator is actually putting a lot of pressure onto Captain Magyar. I think I'm saying their name wrong, but I'm just going to keep saying it that way. Hoot. Yes, indeed. Oh, Mythos, I'm sorry. I probably missed you as well. Sorry about that. If you're still around, have a great night. If not, I hope you have a great night still. Sevens are arriving soon for both of these teams, and what are we going to be having before that? Anything just kind of crazy? No, it's just pretty standard builds right now for both of these teams, as we have turn availability available. Few members turning in over in this bottom lane. The same can be said about top. 9 gems remain. Who's got those 9 gems? Well, it's Muradin and Kael'thas who need to actually turn in right now. So a little bit split on that. Muradin actually just could have grabbed one more, but doesn't matter right now. One necessary. Kael'thas will get it unless he's interrupted right now. No, that's not the case. All right, first Web Weaver phase will descend in favor for the members of Yellow Owls. Big CC train onto Dirk, but the phase shift comes through and mitigates a lot of that damage. Raynor into top lane. Crafty Devil to match. Oh, look at that. Jimmy versus Tychus. Just 2 little buds. Corsair is hanging out in this mid lane, and the Web Weaver will descend closer to the front gate, as it does descend as close to structures or enemy minion waves are. Big root once again from the Malfurion. I keep waiting for that sleep to come in afterwards, but of course it wasn't the level 1 taken. Terminator getting a little chunked, but he's actually A-okay right now. I thought he was going to be... He's got that healing over at time, so he's just poking out onto this Web Weaver. Is it... yeah, it's a bit of a laser build for this Gazlo. You got the hyper-focused coils. Heroes hit by Death Laser or Explodium Charge, taking an additional 2% of their maximum health, and heal in damage. Gazlo is healed for 150 some health in damage, sorry. Little dyslexia. Gazlo is healed for 150% of the damage dealt, and then you have Death Laser now can store up to 2 charges. Each enemy hero hit by Death Laser reduces its charge cooldown by 0.75 seconds. So this is a lot of just the self-sustainability into the Hogger right now, and also a lot of just poke as well with that Death Laser. Raynor comes down here applying some pressure, but isn't going to be able to find a kill. Turn-in availability is here for Mallow Owls. Will they... with Mallow Owls. Mallow Oats. I knew I'd do it. I knew I would do it at one point. I knew I would do it at one point. Probably have already done it once without realizing it. Hogger pushing into bottom. A little bit of laser poke onto him as well. Gazlo, he seems to be doing okay. Losing the lane a little bit, but not completely losing the lane. We do have the level 10s coming in a second, so let's go ahead and cycle through those other numbers while Terminator tries to turn in 19 gems out of the... Excuse me, yeah, 19 gems out of the 26 he has. Corsair gets a combo onto the Pie Maker, and that will be... I'm waiting. I'm waiting patiently. I'm excitedly waiting for all of this. Crafty Devil just clearing out the bottom lane. Alrighty. More patient waiting. Okay, we get the turn in from Gazlo. So let's see. Can Mallow Oats find a little bit more value than the opposing side team? Just trying to jump around the map really quickly to see what value... Oh, you gotta be kidding me. 11 HP? 11 HP on that one tower. Dear Lord. That has got to be a little tilting. It's not even... That's an Abathur sneeze. ETC just going to get it chunked a little bit by save on the Raynor. And here come our Web Weavers. Mid lane descending close to the fort front gate. Gazlo trying to push up the bottom lane. Actually putting a decent amount of damage into this Hogger, who's going to try and spin back off of the loot stash. Peeking up into the top lane. Kael'thas uses his Phoenix to zone back the enemy team. Not the longest cooldown, 60 seconds on that heroic. Gazlo holding his, I expect, Gravel Bomb, but we actually could see the Robo Goblin for the self-cleanse and 1v1 value. Late game, that Robo Goblin is terrifying. Tychus and Kuro are chunking through a fort, and that will be one fort going down from the Web Weaver phase. Well played. Raynor comes down to the bottom lane, and can Terminator get out of here? Phase shift in from the Bright Wing. Nice staggering blow. The Polymorph won't come through in time. Oh, there's an Explodium Charge. Save is trying to back away. Gazlo still hasn't taken a 10. Gravel Bomb would have done it. I feel like either of the heroics would have done it there. I don't know why we held, personally. Nothing against Terminator. Curious why we held. Control 1. Control 2. I don't know. That's just me. 135 stacks on the Zebo. He is stacking out of his mind. The Pie Maker is going to be A-okay on said stacking, and he's doing a phenomenal job with that. And this is going to be Bruiser Camp for the mid lane in favor of our Mallow Oats. All right. ETC did go mosh pit. I personally don't know if I see a world where mosh pit doesn't get interrupted by just something or anything. Malfurion doesn't technically have an interrupt, so there's that. Kael'thas does. Hogger has a few. Raynor has one. Murden has one. So we'll have to see what happens here. Polymorph onto Corsair. The Avatar form is popped. There's a Gravel Bomb onto a couple members. Maybe we see Gravel Bomb into mosh pit. That's a possibility. Clump everyone up and get that value from that. Gargantuan almost killing Hogger right now, who does have to hog wild away. Turn availability exists on both sides, and they're gonna try and go for this on the Mallow Oats side. They need 5 more gems. Solskado has those. Pie Maker gonna stop the channel. Stop the count. Another Web Weaver phase coming in favor for the Mallow Oats, and let's see if they're able to find a lot of value with this, because actually looking in the top lane, Crafty Devil's kind of up here as well. The friendly team's coming through. The Zerg wave. The Web Weaver wave is still going to descend fairly far down the lane, because it descends as far up as the enemy minion wave or structure, and so this is going to be basically in front of the keep front gate from said Web Weaver. The difference between Tomb and Garden of Terror is the Garden Terror terrors spawn as far as your minion wave. So if your wave is at core, that is where the Garden Terror spawns. The other also difference in that consideration is the Terror doesn't lose health over time, whereas the Web Weaver will slowly lose health. This is full investment into the top lane from both teams. 13 talents here in favor of Mallow Oats, as we have Siege through mid, Siege through bottom, and this Web Weaver in top lane cleared out. Nazebo finishes stacks just sub 10 minutes. Bottom lane fort will go down. Mid lane going to be attempted saved by the Rainer, but they still stick around in this top lane, trying to maybe push in and keep the enemy from backing off to clear out waves. As I mentioned, bottom will go down. Rainer trying to save mid will be able to do so, but Rainer indisposed in mid. There's going to be a gravel bomb. This the Hogger actually, I think the zombie wall kind of misplayed into the gravel bomb. It seemed to lock the Hogger out of the gravel bomb hold. Now, I might have misread that, but either way, that's how it seemed, as the turn availability does not exist for our red team. We're looking at 10, 20-some, 26, yeah, 26 gems. Murden Dwarf tosses in, finds the bolt onto the onto the Gaslow. ETC trying to do an auto attack on the root was kind of weird animation right there, but either way. Gravel bomb then Mosh. Yeah, Gloomshield. I feel like that's the case, but it's just gotta, you know, everything's gotta line up for that too. I will say the map is looking really good for Mallow Oats, but the same could be said on the Dragonshire map. Mallow Oats started that map so well, rotations, kills, all that kind of stuff. We've only had 1 kill so far in this game number 3, and it's a tense one. Definitely these teams know that there is the scoring on the line for the NGS points, because this is the way that NGS works. There's essentially a round-robin phase, which is your main season, and then you have playoffs, which those are dictated by your position from the round-robin where you play everyone in the regulation season. So we are in that portion right now. I think we're in like week 4 or 5 of NGS season 12. I want to say we're not too deep into the season, but we're kind of, I think we're nearing the halfway mark at least, if not passing it. I want to say halfway. Probably am wrong. A little bit of an experience advantage to the Mallow Oats crew as they found a little more siege throughout these lanes, but top lane is going to be just pushed in quite heavily by the okay, hold on, Mosh Pit. There was a stun, a cleanse, everything thrown onto Murd and ETC to stop all of that fun. Gravel bomb comes out from the Gazla. I feel like it was more of a zoning tool than anything else. Hogger has to hog wild away. Corsair on the Murd and does have that avatar form active and pushed, excuse me, and popped. Top lane fort does go down. Webweaver should fall. That's a great Stormbolt. There's a Hyperion. This is a lot of damage going in. ETC trying to zone back the enemy team as best he can, but it's not going to work out, and that is Hogger, who slid into the backline with the Hog Wild, setting up the kill into Tychus. And Rainer goes down to the Gargantuan. Gems will still be picked up, but it's still funny. Gargantuan getting a slam jam win in that engagement. Well played. Well, my apologies. I was looking at the bottom lane at a Webweaver and the Kael'thas dies in top. That's a pretty good pick, actually. That's a pretty good pick. That's a few gems that are dropped onto the ground.
My power wanes.
Okay. So I'm just looking around the map to see what they're going to be going for. Interesting play from ETC. Pop the face melt, then the power slide. And Corsair goes for the turn-in. They won't have enough. How shy are they going to be? I'm trying to do the caster math. It's going to be, what, 51? Yarp. Oh, alrighty. Camp through mid lane. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. This feels like the Dragonshire map with, like, everything got Omega tense around now, around the 16s, and it's just like, okay, now what? Now what? Now what? Who's gonna step forward? Because everyone's just clearing waves safely. It literally also feels like, okay, Nazebo has 190, has nearly 200 stacks. Let's just get to 20. Let's just get our 20s. But that's so far away. That's 2.5 levels away. It's just... Yeah. The tenseness of this game. There we go. All right, so there's gonna be a turn in at least for the side of Yellow Owls. I'm waiting for just something, anything to be coming through, but no. All right. Map is gonna open up a little bit further for our Yellow Owls, and what are they able to grab from this? Seems like the priority is top lane. Sorry, just the overcharge capacitors. You have the little rocket turrets out and everything like that. Oh, wait, no, sorry. It's the arc reactor. Reduce the cooldown of... Just last 2 seconds. These turrets do not drop shit. Yeah. All right, fort goes down. Is this like... They're literally just going to try and push up through bottom lane for just the keep, I guess? That's fair. That's fair. This does feel like a game where it's just like, wait till 20. Wait till 20. Naz has 200 stacks. Wait till 20. We team fight, and then we win. Or we throw 50-50. Not 100% sure, honest to God, what the priority would be onto that one. But keep in bottom lane does go down. So does the Web Weaver. And first keep of the game will go over the side of Yellow Owls. Mallow does have the turn availability right now, and we'll see if they're able to do something with it. There's a little bit of like a lull in this game where it's just kind of like darken back and forth, waiting for someone to overstep, and that never happened. So the turn-in easily came out in favor for the members of Yellow Owls. Alrighty. 20 almost here, still a level away. God, I just like, can you imagine being the pie maker right now? Just like, I need my stacks, I need my vial infection. And it's just like, will that actually end the game? Will that be just the game-defining moment? Power slide in from the ETC. There's going to be a little bit of pixie dust onto him as well. Commandeer Odin does come down. Moshpit from the ETC will go out, interrupted by the Rainer as the Grapple Bomb comes in, pulls in the Malfurion. There is going to be a nice zombie wall as well. ETC power slides in. For some reason, I read ETC's power slide as a Murden Stormbolt. Weirdest thing. Maybe it's been too long of a day for me. Regardless, boss is going to be triggered, and they're going to go boss plus the Web Weaver. Gravel Bomb then Mosh. Looks like there was never any sort of Gravel Bomb in Mosh, which is still cool. Still cool. Still a fun game so far. Some interesting Mosh moments. Bottom lane does have catapults coming up as well. What are these catapults heading for, out of curiosity? 570 into structures, but now boss through top plus Web Weavers. This is huge. Vial infection done. If we had done bets on this. They need to deal with this, by the way. Well, no, they don't need to, actually. Sorry, the Web Weaver, I forgot about that. It is going to descend right in front of their core and defend that. So now, boss, through top lane. Is this enough to end the game? Let's find out. We don't need to look at the 20s because we need to look at APM, ladies and gentlemen. That is the most important stat in Here's the Storm. Phoenix comes out from the kill, thus zone back the enemy team. Hogger finds a Hog Wild to back off and play safe. Rainer pops the Hyperion to force back the enemy side, but they don't really seem to care too much. More or less worried about the living bomb value. 87% on their core for Mallow Oats, losing 13% or so from the minion wave in bottom lane, and this will be a keep. And top lane Web Weaver cleared out immediately, so let's jump back to those talents and we can take a peek at those 20s. We have the death metal, not death mosh, death metal. Always a good one. Always, definitely a good one right there. Alrighty. Little Tychus grenade poke in as well. Spectrum didn't drop, and you guys can still hear my audio, right? Chat can still hear audio. Spectrum didn't drop, and it's not been silent for the last, like 10 minutes, right? There's been some weird things lately. I restarted the router and everything before stream, so hopefully that mitigated that, knock on wood. Big red button coming out as well, getting some damage onto the keep. Web Weaver face still up and available, seemingly not going to get a ton of value as the bottom lane just expires as it approaches the keep front gate. Mid lane still being poked on. All right, thank you, Stark. Let's see, the opposing side, Flamethrower for the Kael'thas, Malfurion going for Serenity, the no control, as always. Cavalry arrive, give him some pepper, lowers the cooldown of Hyperion by 5 seconds. If the primary target is a hero, these heroes are targeted by Hyperion for 100% of the increased damage. You sound beautiful. Thank you, Captain Braille. Enigma, thank you. Thank you, Slappy. Much appreciated. Thank you, Soiler. Thank you, Wildfire. Sorry, there's some weird things happening from time to time, so I was just a little worried. But we are fine, no big deal, and no turn-in for either side. It is a 4-gem difference between the two. 30, well, it's more now, but still, 40 to 34 when it comes to our gems. Boss is up in 2 minutes. Siege Giants are up. This seems like the stall point in the game once again. Once again, we feel like we're in a stall point. Power slide in from ETC, Murden zone, root from Malfurion, and Murden's able to disengage. A little bit of pixie dust onto Dirk as well for some spell armor and such. Well, are they going to push in with their camp? We have 255 stacks on Nazebo. As I said, Tomb is one of those games. It either ends around 12 minutes or it ends around 20 plus minutes, and we're in that 20 plus minute range. They're going to turn in their gems and get these deposited so that way they can go feed, and it doesn't matter, they won't drop any gems. Alright. Bruiser camp for mid lane. The opposing side camp was already grabbed, so they're going to clear that out. We've been in the late game for a while. Let's go ahead and check out some of those late game numbers and get an idea of what those look like, as we have not had a chance to look at them since around level 7, level 8 area. So we can check out the damage healing experience with Kael'Thas's 44,000, heroic damage with Nazebo with 53,000 of his own. Muradin sitting in the bush, a little split from the friendly team, face melt from ETC, power slide, mosh pit. It's all worth it for the single kill, and the hog or Hortapult or Shockwave is not going to be enough to interrupt the mosh pit on time. That is a 60-second death timer that I do not want to have on my team. And what do Mallow Oats look for here? They've got a massive wave mid, Hyperion from Raynor, power slide in from ETC. I don't think he actually went for the cooldown reduction. Crafty Devil getting very low on the Tychus, does get some blink heals from this Brightwing. Solskudo actually utilizes the phase shift as well, and we are looking at a full disengage through mid lane. Even though they had the Muradin kill, not enough for them to even continue to push in. And now Crafty Devil turning in 10 gems. 47 out of the 65 for our Mallow Oats. Turn availability does exist for Yellow Owls, but they need to be able to step out beyond their keep front gate areas, which has seemingly been an impossible task for the last few minutes. Even when Muradin was out there, getting a little split right there, getting caught out of position, and the mosh pit was a very good call from Dirk. Single target mosh, but still worthwhile. ETC actually did not go for the cooldown reduction. He went for face schmelt. Keep in mid lane goes down. More catapult pressure through the lane that doesn't have any sort of equal catapult pressure. In bottom lane, though, catapults are arriving. This was the potential loss condition, losing condition on that Dragonshire map. It was very close. Catapults right now deal quite a bit of damage in structures. 856 into that core, and it's already lost some of its healing as well. Or some of its HP. Some of its healing, dear lord. Alright, they get the turn in. Gravel Bomb does not connect. Here's the thing. Webweaver in bottom goes to core. They need to clear this out immediately before they start to descend. I don't think they get this in time. I wonder what happens when the Webweaver wave is cleared out. Does it go to the next proxied wave? Still, the wave is still pushed up really far. This is a great spot for Yellow Owls to be in. They actually reverse this best of 3. Here comes the Webweaver through bottom lane. Top lane so far back will be cleared out by the catapults. Mid lane should be managed by these catapults as well, potentially. But Hyperion comes out from the Raynor, and let's see if this is the push to end the game. ETC taking a bit of damage. The Webweaver is immediately annihilated. The core shielding has fallen, and Kael'Thas is trying to apply as much pressure as possible. Moshpit on the left-hand side of our screen onto the Raynor, who is getting very low. No control from the Hogger. He's getting low as well. Goes down 36% on the core. It's potentially going to be another Caleris core. 19% and falling. Corsair has the rewind on Muradin. Can Muradin end the game? Can Muradin do it? 5% on the core again. Are you serious with this shit? 2 games in our best of oh, okay, I was gonna say the minion wave. 2 games out of our best 3 series are going the way of a 5% core. Gazlowe on core duty, and we see a solid
Pentakill.
for the members of Mallow Oats. They rush across the map. They go to core, 25 seconds on average for the members of Yellow Owls. And I cannot believe, once again, ladies and gentlemen, the way that Dragonshire ended is the way that this best of 3 series is going to end. This, by far, was the best of 3 series we casted all day. GG, well played. Over to the side of Mallow Oats, they take the series 2-1. Hard fought, well deserved. Shut that front door. Absolute ridiculousness. Absolutely ridiculous, chat. Johnny Fortos, thanks for the follow. Hughes prediction outcome: which team wins game number 3? Mallow Oats have won game number 3. They take the series in a 2-1 fashion. Let me get a message out to the captain and see who wants to. Okay, and at this time we are going to be joined by Shane Train, which I'm assuming is Dirk. Dirk, I actually don't know who you are.
I am actually the solo laner. I'm the person that has a hero name that doesn't match my Discord name.
How dare you juke us like this? But seriously, what an insane series. Let's talk about game 1. D.Va goes to your core. You guys are potentially gonna win the game. D.Va starts going to your core. It's 5%. What are comms like when D.Va nearly ends the game in Dragonshire?
So comms were very excited because we had gotten 3 kills, I believe it was, and we were all very excited. And we knew that this time we surely can't mess up this core push this time, right? So everyone's like, "Oh, win!" And then I saw the D.Va going back, and I called D.Va's trying to backdoor. And, I went back to D as Chen, and I was like, I think I can D this, and I didn't realize that she had bombed. And as soon as she bombed, I was like, oh crap, people need to come, she's gonna end. And everyone immediately threw the brakes on as soon as she bombed and backed. And we all just sort of piled onto her, and we saw that as we demeched her, the core was at 4% with no shields or something like that, and I literally yelled, "Everyone pile on," as she came out of mech, and just everybody just jumped her, and we killed her without her getting a shot off, and we managed to hold the core. It was the most stressful thing. This entire series has been the most stressful series I've ever played.
So I want to ask about the Braxis game, because you guys did lose that map, and I'm curious, was it draft error? Was it play error? Because it seemed like you just couldn't get your footing in that game. You couldn't find enough damage. There was that one corridor fight against the Kael'thas that was really good for them, but it just seemed like every single time you tried to step in, they would either gank the Malthael bottom lane with the Genji and the Hogger, or it would be a loss in the fight in the 4-man. Can you talk about comms and the playstyle and maybe why that game was a little bit rougher for you as a team?
Yeah, so I think the real X factor in that game was the Genji. When we did our scouting, we saw that, Save plays a ton of heroes. Absolute credit to him. He has a massive hero pool. And we had noticed that there was a Genji, but I don't think we took enough stock of it going into the Braxis game. And so it kind of caught us off guard with the last pick. And we were talking about how the Genji gave us a lot of trouble. We didn't have a lot of great tools to deal with him when it got on the back line. And there was a lot of pressure on me as the solo laner because, I was under the conundrum of, well, if Genji shows in the other lane, I have to pressure Hogger. But, at the moment he's not showing, he could instantly be in my lane, and it's just such a knife's edge. And they played the Genji rotation on Braxis really well. It felt like he was in 2 places at once the whole game. It was really hard to lock down where he was at on the map and to allocate the right resources into the right spots to deal with him.
It was a phenomenal series. And you close things out on this Tomb of Spider Queen game. Was it a lot of conversation in the game of just Piemaker being like, I just need to get to 20. I just need to get to 20. I got my stacks, I need to get to 20. Was it a lot of that, or was there a little bit more of a game plan beyond stack the Nazebo, win the game?
So there was a couple things. After game number 2, they ran a very divey type comp in game number 2, and we decided we need to do something that can peel back a little bit more effectively, something that can sort of offload the pressure onto our damage dealers. And like you said, we knew that having Gazlo and Nazebo, we have a really strong late game. And so even whenever they were taking bottom keep, right, we were like, no problem, have bottom keep. We were level 19 or something at the time. We're like, you know what, you can have bottom keep. We just got to get to level 20. And then the level 20s finally came online, but they had so much map control by the time we hit level 20, it was going to be a very difficult game as it was. And we barely didn't get the interrupt on that top turn-in, and that almost was the downfall of the game and led to another too much blood pressure ending for me.
Well, it was a really fun series, a very hard-fought one, as you had 2 5% cores you defended. Before I let you run out of here, Terminator, are there any shouts that you'd like to give? The floor is all yours.
Well, I mean, first off, shout-outs to my teammates. They absolutely stuck through this series as well as this whole season. We've been having a bit of a rough season so far, so it's really good to start turning things around and for everyone to be sticking with it and coming up with new ideas. I know our captain said he wasn't going to do the interview because he had to take a strong drink, quote-unquote.
Can't blame him.
Can't blame him at all. I was like, no worries, I got you. So shout-outs to all of them. Shout outs to all the friends that have come out to support us, just for being there in the chat. Shout outs to my old team. I know I'm not with them anymore, but they've always been so supportive even since I've gone to this new team. So amateur opponents, total shout outs to all of you guys. And shout outs to Yellow Owls for playing an absolutely crazy game. Like, they showed up today 100% and gave us a run for our money and definitely played really strong. And last but not least, shout outs to you, Bahamut, for picking up this cast. I hope we made it worth it for you.
Oh, I literally said at the end, I was like, this is the best series I've casted all day, probably all week. So thank you so much for joining me. This was an absolute blast. You have a phenomenal evening, and congratulations once again on your 2-1 victory up against Yellow Owls.